Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to a super irregular painting channel. We're gonna paint something today. It's a special something, thanks to AMG. They sent us Silver Sable, the Sable and Shang-Chi box, and I'm so freaking excited to paint her. You have no idea, or you might if you saw the unboxing. You see that I have her on the little sticky pad there and not a base because I want to put her on a terrain piece. But don't worry, there is a base, I swear. I'm going to end up sticking her on top. And I did put like little explosion thingies. She has a bunch extra that she comes with to make it look like she's being shot at. So I'm super excited. We're going to paint her up on screen and then we'll paint the little tower off screen. But I'll end up saying how I did it. Now, that's all the paints that I use, except for there's no silver paint because I don't use silver paint. I use a chrome paint marker.
Because she's wearing chrome.
I absolutely love how it came out. But these, so it's a set of 3 off of Amazon. There's like a thick one. I ended up using that one to get like most of her body done. And then this is the thinnest one that it came with to kind of like get into the smaller fine detail. But that is everything that I end up using to paint Silver Sable. Again, I'm so freaking excited. So we paint her on screen. I'll paint the tower off screen, but I do talk about it, and then we'll assemble it, and then we'll see it at the end. Okay, so the first color we're going in with is that chrome pen. Look at how freaking shiny that is. I love it so much. So I end up doing her whole body in this. I use the fat marker just because it was better application, and then I go in with the skinny one to try to get some of the tighter spots. That actually didn't end up working out too well, so I ended up going in with like a paintbrush. I pushed the fat marker down and let it bleed out a little bit so that I had some like in a little pool. And then I pushed that everywhere I needed to go. It doesn't apply quite the same as like using the marker itself, but like I kind of like did a double coat in those spots and it worked out just fine. And I apply this pretty much to her entire body, except for her face, her hair, and her gun. Everything else is chrome. Next color we're going in with is Corax White. I am doing her whole entire hair. I think I hit her face as well, and then I pull out some of the details like her pistol and the knife on her back, if I remember correctly. I don't know if I do it here, but I end up doing it later because I end up painting that. And then I just hit spots on her rifle where I got in silver, just because the paint actually doesn't apply very well over the chrome, and I didn't want it like bleeding off because it kind of does that. So we're just going in with white, cleaning it up a little bit. And the next color we're going in with, of course, is a contrast paint. You know how much I love them. It is the Black Legion contrast paint, and we're just throwing this all over her rifle. Next we are going in with the Nuln Oil shade. It's the black one. You see I'm doing it all over her hair. It's because I really want it in the recesses. I'm going to dry brush white on top of it later. So I do her whole head of hair, and I also end up picking out like her little accessories, like the little pocket that her gun is in. I don't know what you call that. Gun pocket, sure, that's what we'll call it today. And then her knife pocket as well. So yeah, I wanted to kind of break up the chrome a little bit. I did know that putting the shade on top of it would really cut out the shininess because I had tested this on another model, but I didn't really want to like not have it be chrome, so it's just like a very dulled down chrome, and I did do a couple coats of it to get it like to that dullness that I wanted. So now we're going in with a pretty heavy dry brush of that white over top of the shade that I did prior. I kind of like was guessing at how this would come out, and it came out the way I thought. I just knew that I didn't want to use the contrast Apothecary White because when that pulls it's more of a gray, and I knew I really wanted the recesses dark. For her flesh, I have a mix, actually it's a 2:1 ratio of Gilliman flesh with a speed paint medium to thin it down just a little bit so she's not as tan as the Gilliman flesh wants her to be. And now we're going in for the details on the pistol and the knife that she's got. The actual pistol itself and the handle of the knife are going to be that Black Legion contrast. And then the handle of the gun is going to be snakebite leather to kind of give it like a wooden color without it being too dark. For her little explosion there, we start with the brighter color Bad Moon Yellow towards the source of where it's like hitting her foot, and we blend that out into Iyanden Yellow for a little bit more of a darker yellow. Okay, and that is Silver Sable, just the model. That's her finished. You can see kind of those little pockets there, how they've lost some of their shininess of the chrome. But yeah, that's Sable done. So for her terrain piece, the explosions I've done the exact same way as I did for the model itself. But the color for the terrain piece overall is Apothecary White to contrast, mixed with Agrax Earthshade. It's probably like a 4:1 ratio. I've done this on another piece of terrain and I loved it. And then I took some of that Agrax Earthshade and just kind of like touched a couple spots on there, and then I would let it sit for a second, and then I would smear it with my finger. Sorry about the weird focus there. I would smear it with my finger so that it kind of like looked grungy and dirty. And then I also threw Basilicum Gray on the little piece in the middle, and then I threw some more shade at the very bottom to dirty it up. Now let's glue them together. And that is a fully painted Silver Sable. I think she came out really good. She took maybe an hour and a half max to paint. The longest part was actually the chrome. Again, thank you so much AMG for sending us this model early to get painted up for you guys. And remember, here at Married Couple Protocol, we love you.